Flint's drama unfolds. Water woes, grocery chaos, and council theatrics in the spotlight.
Settlement on a water settlement. 25,000 people are going to get this money, but 15,000 of them are kids. When this thing started 11 years ago, I think we had 80,000 people in this city. And the older people have died off. Maybe that's what they've been waiting for. But I don't understand how you can give adults who have been in charge of this thing or have been taking care of people, doing the best they can, replacing everything in their house, water stuff, and you're only going to give 10,000 people? This doesn't even make sense. How much money is these people getting? We just like that kind of information.
That's right.
And I don't think that's asking for too much. And I think that doctor's probably involved in a lot of this because she likes to give all the money to kids, which I'm all for kids, but let's take care of the adults that's died, been sick and everything else, and only 10,000 of them are going to get it? That doesn't make sense. That's the end of that. And I want to make a comment on this $300,000 going to that grocery store. That's crazy. 9 years ago, the guy from Hammoney Brothers took over that store over there in that mall, redid it all in 6 months. And that's how long he lasted, 6 months. They stole him blind, closed him up. People bitch, well, we ain't got no store to buy from. Oh, why didn't you? They had the best. That was the best store that ever built in Flint, and nobody would go to it. And we've been feeding this place ever since. They haven't sold a loaf of bread, $10 million, somebody said. You're going to give them more money? There's something wrong with you. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker is Mari Kopany.
The mayor loves to get on social media and throw around big words and don't make a lot of sense. For example, saying the chaos that occurred in council back in June was an insurrection and was Flint's version of January 6th, but it wasn't. The past weekend, the mayor said there are certain council members taking part of treasonous behavior. Treasonous behavior, by definition, is acting in a way that betrays one's country or ruler by plotting to overthrow the government, aiding enemies in war, or attempting to kill or injure the head of state. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see any sitting council member attempt to do any of those things. He also goes on to speak about attendance of council members and how not showing up for work is a good thing. And I agree, it's not a good thing. I think he would agree that not showing up for over a month is unacceptable. It's also not a good thing for the city attorney to say that the attendance isn't mandatory. Just a friendly reminder, you work for the people, not the mayor. So it's time to make decisions that are in the best interest for all the people here. Next, not a single person should go to a funeral of a young person killed by gun violence and get up there during the time and reflect about the young person's life and talk about what hood are you from, and use the time to try to campaign. When that is done by an elected official, that is absolutely deplorable. Also, elected officials shouldn't be out in the community following around residents and taunting them. Our leaders are supposed to hold themselves to a higher standard and not behave like a rabid dog. Also, you shouldn't be able to beat the hell out of the mother of your child and be allowed to maintain your seat in council. You can't expect the youth to remain positive when those in charge are horrible role models. Now on to some positives in our community. Tanisha Thompson with Sisters Supporting Sisters is hosting an event called Kingdom Connections downtown on Sunday, September 14th. It's a family event and something positive to do in the community. I also want to bring up Prince Tally again. This past weekend, he and the Willie Boys hosted their first ever community bike ride out, and it was a huge success. I would love to see everyone give both of these people support as they work to give the youth of our community positive experiences. And I also really hope that you get out of your seat. You are disgusting. You're disgusting too. You're disgusting. Basically, if y'all support Leon, y'all are nasty. Point blank period.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk.
The next speaker is Keelani Kopany.
Come on, dear. Cute. Your blue dress.
1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. I'm Keelani Kopany, and I am 13 years old, and I'm the City Council kindergarten teacher.